and welcome to yoga, 30 minutes or thereabouts. Join me on the mat, come down onto your back and bring the soles of the feet together. And then start by taking slow breaths into the body. Breathing in all the way. And out all the way. Maybe it'll be nice to put your hands on your stomach and chest. And with your mouth closed, follow that breath. Still guiding, still slowing down, taking your time. Keep feeling the stomach rise and fall. As you bring the arms to the sides, or if you don't have enough space, you can bend at the elbows or reach the arms high, whatever works. And then arch your back a little bit, drop one knee and then the other. Good, and then from here, right knee towards the left side, turn your head to the right. And take a few deep breaths here into the right side of the body. And then change sides, right leg goes back, you turn the head to the left, and that left knee goes over towards the right side. Good, nice deep breaths into the left side now, feel your back. Just let yourself warm up by staying, by breathing, by feeling that stretch deepen through your breath and through the time you're spending here. And then slowly roll into the back and hug your knees in towards you. Feet together, knees apart, so toes together I should say. And bring the knees together and apart, just warming up the inner thighs and the hips a little bit. And then stay pushing the knees out. Reach your hands towards the feet. You can hold onto the feet, tops of the feet here, or just your ankles and push the feet down. Push the knees away from you. Good, and breathe. I don't know why I'm looking to the side. I'm just saying hi. So you've got your back of the head on the ground. Of course you can turn your head to see how that feels for your neck. Good, now from here, flex your feet. Grab hold of the feet or anywhere lower. Push the knees down and flex the feet up towards the ceiling. And we're a super high ceiling right now. So high as the shoulders push down, as your arms and your hands get heavy. And keep breathing into the belly. Now you can just let the breath be what it is, still being aware of the breath but no longer guiding it. And with just being relaxed enough, giving ourselves time in every pose, we should be able to really feel those deep breaths without having to consciously deepen them. Now feet down, and we point the toes, raise the legs, stretch them out. Stretch out the arms, reach the arms as high as you can, and then slide the shoulders down. Keep pointing the toes as you flex your hands. I don't know if that's actually flexing the hands or if you just say that with the feet, but we're going to bring the toes, the fingertips close towards our head, keeping the hands straight. Very good. Toes stay as they are as we bring the fingertips towards the front. Keep your hands straight, spread your fingers as wide as you can. Good. We flex our toes and we're going to shake off the hands. Good. And then from here, hands into fists, thumbs inside. Draw a circle with your fists. And change direction of that circle. Very nice. We're going to bring the hands underneath the knees. Bring the knees in towards you and send the legs to the back. Maybe all the way to the back. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, rock up to seated. Cross the legs in front of you. And then bring the hands onto your knees. Roll your shoulders to the back. shoulders. And we roll our shoulders to the front a few times. From here, reach the arms to the front, drop the head. Breathe in, arch your back and bring the arms to the back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Fingertips want to touch behind you, but don't drop. Breathe out, round your back. Fingertips reach for the front. We inhale and arch, looking up. We exhale and round, dropping the chin to the chest. Inhale and arch. Exhale and round. Now listen to your breath as you inhale and arch and exhale and round. And slowly straighten the spine, hands onto the knees, bring your right hand onto the ground and inhale, raise your left arm. Exhale, reach the arm over to the right, look up to the ceiling, open the palm to the ceiling, look to your fingertips. Drop the hand from here and walk both hands as far away from you as you can. Now, hips down, buttocks heavy, knee heavy. Very nice. And we inhale and raise our arm, and we exhale and come back, straightening the spine. Good. Right, left hand stays where it is, right arm goes up. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach the arm over. Look up to the ceiling, open the palm to the ceiling, maybe look to your fingertips. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, bring your hand down. Walk both hands as far to the side as you can. Don't raise your butt cheek off the ground. Drop the head. Keep your knee heavy, keep your hip heavy. Good. Keep breathing. Feel that stretch on the right side. Inhale and raise your right arm. And exhale, come back. We're ready to come onto all fours. So spread your fingers wide as you did before, knees underneath the hips, wrists in line with the shoulders. And we breathe in, arch our back and look up. Good. Now squeeze your shoulder blades. And then push the shoulders away from the ears, straighten the arms. Flatten your upper back as you round the back and drop the head. Push your tailbone forwards, stay here. Good. Push your hips to the back. Keep rounding the back as you sit down on top of the heels. And then inhale, look to the front, reach your fingertips forwards. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Good. Roll your shoulders to the back. Raise the arms. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, straighten the legs. If any of this is too much, you know you can adapt. You don't have to do anything here. Release the knees and come all the way into the front of the body. Interlock the hands behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades, raise the arms. And then inhale, raise your torso, keep the feet on the ground. So tops of the feet are in touch with the mat. Now, if you're quite high, you might be comfortable looking to the front. You might want to look a little bit higher as well. If you're just off the ground here, look down to the ground, just maybe to the front of the mat. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, bring the hands down. Roll your shoulders to the back. Inhale, come higher. Take a deep breath in and exhale, tap the toes under, push your hips up. Walk the heels into the mat. Good, stretch into those hamstrings and calves. We're going to stretch out the arms as much as we stretch out the legs. Push the shoulders towards the back, take a deep breath in and exhale. Chin to chest, round your back, come forwards into a plank. Squeeze your glutes, tuck your tailbone under, don't drop your hips, so not down here, but we know that anyway. Good. And shoulders can be further forwards than the wrists, but don't have to be. So just be comfortable here, keep breathing. Good. Now from here, bring your right knee to the right elbow. Nice, we keep breathing. Inhale, raise that left leg Did I say right knee? I don't know why I said right knee. Okay, whichever side you're doing, raise the right leg in that case. Raise your right arm. Okay, take deep breaths. Exhale, come back into your plank. Good, one more time. Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze the glutes, maybe shift further forward so you can come onto the tops of your toes. Good, and since I said right knee to the right elbow, I have no idea why. Left knee to the left elbow, ignore that I'm doing the right side now. So, whatever side you haven't done, do that side now. Keep breathing. Keep really pushing into the ground here, strong shoulders. And on your next inhale, raise your leg and raise your arm. Good, breathe, don't forget to breathe. And come back into your plank. From here, again, drop your knees, drop your chest and chin, stay in Ashtanga Namaskar. Roll the shoulders to the back, interlock the hands behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades, raise the hands. Toes come off the ground and point towards the ceiling. And then from here, raise your right leg. Good, slowly come down. And of course we'll do the other side, left leg goes up. And we release, hands come down, knee comes down, feet come back onto the ground. Now raise your knees, push yourself up into chaturanga, and from here drop your hips, bring the tops of the feet onto the ground, straighten the arms, upward dog. So legs off the ground if you can manage, and you can roll your shoulders to the back, push the chest forwards, rib cage down, hips down, look up to the ceiling. Keep breathing here. And on your next exhale, roll on the toes or tuck the toes under, push your hips up. Coming back into pad-hastasana, mountain pose or downward dog. This is the first class that you're doing with me, so I call it pad-hastasana. That's how I learned it from my Indian dad. That's kind of how most Indians I know call it. So I'm sticking with that. Good, now from here, bend your legs, push the hips to the back, look to the front. Now I'm going to straighten the legs again, drop the head. Left hand stays where it is, right hand goes to the left leg. So anywhere here on the outside of the leg, slide it down towards your ankle if you can. Then look up towards the ceiling underneath your left arm. Other side, right hand comes back, left hand goes to the right ankle, and look up underneath the right arm. And hand comes back, we take a deep breath in, and we exhale and round our back and come back into our plank. Good, from here we're ready for a full chaturanga that we're going to hold for a little bit longer. Take a deep breath in, exhale, slowly come down. Try to keep a flat upper back. Very close to this thing here in front of me, but never mind. Keep breathing. If things get too much, don't just drop down, maybe bring the knees to the ground. Now inhale, upward dog. And exhale, push your hips up, drop the head. Breathe in, raise your right leg. Good. From here, if you want, flex the foot, drop your heel. One more option, you can release that flexing of the foot and just very slowly raise your right arm. Good, right hand comes back, right foot steps forward in between the hands. And we inhale, raise our arms and straighten the torso. Now look up to the ceiling, bring your right wrist behind the left one, interlock the hands, reach the arms to the back. Maybe reach your shoulders towards the back as well, coming into a little back bend. Good. Now right arm to the back, left arm to the front. Look to the back. And slowly bring that left hand down onto the ground. If you can, to the outside of the right leg. Now we'll all know we've got lots of options here. If that left hand is on the inside of the leg, don't worry, keep it there. And just drop your right arm. If you want to, bind, bring that left arm underneath the right leg. And then see if you want to grab hold of your right forearm or wrist. But the fingers will do as well. And here you can look up to the ceiling or you can look to the back. See what feels good. Slowly release. Hands come down. We step that left foot forwards. Both heels come firmly down onto the ground as we drop the torso and drop the head. And if here you want to walk the hands towards the back and hold onto the back of the leg, maybe even to the back ankle. So that'll obviously deepen that hamstring stretch here at the front. See what works. And obviously you don't want to bring that right arm to the inside of the right leg, so it's on the outside. And release, hands come down, bend your right leg. Breathe in, paschimottanasana, warrior one. Push your right hip to the back, left hip to the front. And then close your eyes. Just finding that balance. Don't close your eyes before you're ready. And with the eyes closed, feel every part of your body. From the toes, soles of the feet, heels upwards. Ankles working, lower legs, knees, thighs. Good. And that strength here in your legs. Pelvic floor. Maybe you feel like engaging, revolved. Tailbone not pushing to the back, so mini tuck a bit, just an imaginary one, so not pushing forwards too much here. Very good. We open the eyes, arms go to the back, palms open to the ceiling. As you shift your weight into the right leg, keep your leg bend as you raise the left foot off the ground, straightening the leg. Very good. So into Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. I was thinking of doing a half moon, but since I'm not going to be able to show that very well, given that there's flowers just here, I'm going to leave that out. Feel free to go into your half moon, obviously, if you want to freestyle. From here, inhale and come to standing. Raise the arms, feet together, look up to the ceiling. Tuck your tailbone under a little bit. And then take a deep breath in and reach the arms and torso to the back. Exhale and bring the hands to your heart center. Great, I hope we're still well. Inhale, raise your arms. And exhale, fold forwards. Just let yourself hang here. You might close the eyes. And then from here, fingertips next to the feet as we inhale and straighten the arms and torso. Obviously, you're very welcome to bend the legs if you have to. As we exhale, we can jump into chaturanga dandasana. And we hold here. This is not a vinyasa class, not that dynamic. We're all about holding postures here. Good. Slowly release. Grab hold of your feet. Bring the feet together and the knees together. And inhale. Raise the torso and raise the knees. Don't go here unless you want to go further. So thumbs in between the big toe and the second toe. And then from here, pull further with the elbows coming to the front. So that is entirely possible. But if this is where you're stopping, knees go together. We'll squeeze the shoulder blades. And release. Hands next to the chest. Breathe in and come as high as you like here. If you want to go a little bit further with me, knees stay on the ground. We're going to bend the legs. And then from here, push the feet towards the head and the head towards the feet. Keep your pubic bone in touch with the ground. So don't rise here. Nice and low in the hips. Good. On an exhale, come into balasana, into child's pose. Just stretch out the back, the spine. Take deep breaths. And then slowly we're going to get ready for the other side. Round your back, tuck the toes under, push your hips up into pad-hastasana, into your mountain. Very good. And once comfortable here, raise your left leg off the ground, point your toes. If we want, we'll flex the foot and drop the heel. Again, we stay here. So even if you want to bind, don't do it yet. Just enjoy this for what it is. Good. An option is to now bind. Hand to the ground, step forward. Maybe it's encouraging, but I don't really feel that balance today. Good. We're going to inhale and raise the arms. Coming into Asana. Left wrist behind the right one. Interlock the hands. We look up to the ceiling. We either stay here or we send the arms and shoulders further back, coming into a back bend. Good. Now deep breath in. And exhale out of that back bend. If you were in a back bend, left arm to the back, right arm to the front, and we look to the back. Shoulders relaxed, don't raise them up towards the ears. Good. Next is that twisted lunge. That right hand can come to the outside or to the inside of the left leg. You decide. Left arm goes up, we look up to the ceiling. Good. Keep breathing as you drop that left arm behind you. And if your right arm is on the outside of the left leg, maybe you like to bind. And then decide if you'd like to look to the back or up to the ceiling. And check where exactly you're binding here with that left hand. So it could be the wrist, it could be the forearm, it could be just the fingertips. See how far you can get here. And push that left shoulder to the back. And then slowly release. Straighten your left leg, bring the right foot to the ground. Drop your torso. Good. Right heel should really be on the ground. If it has risen, then maybe that's a sign that that foot needs to come further forward. Alright, we either stay here. Obviously, if you can't straighten that left leg, I should have said that in the first round, bring the hands higher. If you want to go deeper, hands go towards that right leg, maybe holding on to the right ankle or even around the right calf is fine. But make sure that that left hand is on the outside of the left leg, not on the inside. So otherwise you're not going to feel this very deeply. I mean, you will feel it in the hamstring, but this is a much deeper hamstring stretch. And then hands come back to the front. We're going to bend that left leg. That's going to feel good. We keep the right foot where it is, and we're going to come up into Warrior One or pad-hastasana. And then whenever you're ready, it's time to close the eyes. But we know that perfect alignment, so gentle push of the left hip to the back, gentle push of the right hip to the front, making sure that's not uncomfortable for the right leg. So be comfortable, don't try to look like anyone. Another reason why it's good to close the eyes whenever you're ready, just so that we don't think if there's a mirror around or something like that, or if you're just looking here how I'm looking, that's not what we're aiming for. We want to just feel our body here. From the toes all the way up into the fingertips. Now palms together here, but only if that doesn't put a strain on the shoulders or if you feel like you need to bend the arms when you do that. Then you've got that lovely equilibrium in the whole body, so that flow of prana, that flow of energy through the whole body, without being interrupted anywhere. We'll also decide how deep we want to go here. So a Virabhadrasana doesn't have to look a certain way. I know I've said it before. If you're much more open to the right in your hips here, that's fine. If you're not really bending that left leg much, that's absolutely fine as well. We're not trying to sort of look perfect in the posture in the way that we might have seen in a yoga book or on Instagram. We're trying to feel ourselves here. We feel the whole body. That awareness of the upper body just as much as what the lower body is doing here. A little bend is fine. Could be a 90-degree angle here of that lower leg, and the thigh could be much less than that. Okay, slowly open the eyes. And the hands come down and reach for the back. So palms open to the back and then open to the ceiling as you shift forwards, raising that right leg. Try to keep a bend in the left leg if that's not too much, and flex that right foot into our warrior three. Shoulders relaxed, slide them down towards your hips, away from the ears. Neck relaxes, so maybe look down rather than to the front, but really just whatever you feel like. Good, feel your breaths. And then bring the hands down, drop your right foot, feet together, drop the head. And maybe with the eyes closed, maybe with the eyes open, maybe one hand after the other or both hands together. Bring the hands underneath your feet, so palms of the hands are in touch with the soles of the feet, and we drop our head. Good, and all your toes are really digging into, well, probably the heel of the hands, maybe the palms of the hands, depending on how far you've come. And then from here, straighten the arms and torso. We're going to look to the front, we're going to drop our hips. Now this is a bit of a challenge. Try and keep the hands where they are, so drop as low as you can. That's going to be elsewhere for everyone, so don't worry how it looks. This is my motto for the day. My motto for every class, really. Now, drop your buttocks and come into Anand-Balasana. So knees apart, flexing the feet upwards. Shoulders relax. Good, now start deepening your breath again. Maybe you notice that the breath has changed, maybe it's stayed exactly the same. Maybe you can now bring the elbows to the inside of the legs and push the knees out even further. Keep your tailbone heavy, definitely keep your lower back on the ground. Keep your upper back relaxed, so don't feel the bony part of the shoulder blades digging into the ground. And as always, adjust the hands if any of that is the case. Just bring the hands lower down. That can be anywhere at all. I feel like I've been a bit serious today in this class. I don't know why. Let's change that. And smile. Keep that smile on your face. And slowly bring that left foot to the right side of the mat. Bring your right leg over to the left side. Straighten the leg if you can, but bend the leg if you need to. Arms relax, head turns to the right. Good, now from here, if you've got that leg straight, you're going to try and see if you can bring that knee to the ground. Good, just the knee. Try not to change too much else. So not bending the leg, for example, and then bringing the knee down. Good. See how that changes the stretch? How much more we can feel in our back now. We slowly come onto the back, and we have the knees in towards us. Shoulders relax, close the eyes. And now let's just listen to the breath, our natural breath, that rhythm that the breath has when we're not meddling with it. So no deepening on the breath, of the breath, just listening to the breath. Very good. Now from here, slowly bring that right foot to the left side of your mat. Straighten your left leg. and send it over to the right, or do what I'm doing because I have no space, and bend that leg, and then maybe straighten it again if you can. So anywhere that works for you. Turn your head to the left. Keep that left shoulder on the ground. And then wherever you are with that leg, you're just going to try and push that knee down to the ground. And that should feel nice. It's not that these are challenges and we're just going to accept all the challenges that I throw at you. This is not the idea. We really just want to explore what feels good for the body and what doesn't. What are those deep stretches that our body might crave? And what is maybe a little bit too much for the body? And feel the breath in the stomach, the left side here, and our back. And then slowly roll onto the back again. And hug your knees in towards you. This time, knees go apart. And we might just hold on, one finger holding on to the opposite finger. Just whatever works here. But keep the knees apart, feet relaxed. Feel your tailbone get heavy, close your eyes. And start really focusing on that expansion of the stomach and the collapse. And then nice and gently bring the knees together again. And very slowly, maybe with the help of the hands on the buttocks, on the ground, or just by using the strength of your body, send your legs to the back, interlock the hands behind you, send the feet as far to the back as you can. And maybe push the heels towards the back of the room. So if the feet aren't on the ground, obviously that's fine as well. You can be wherever you want to be here. And if you need your hands for support, just keep them on your back. Chin on chest.
Okay, cool. So that one stays here. That one comes with me. And I look at yours, this one. So those two. Okay, I'll come here. And then I'll go there.
And then if that feels good, if you're up for that, keep the hands on the ground, interlocking them as you raise your legs to the ceiling, coming into Sarvasana. Now if you need your hands on your back, that's fine. If you feel like you'd like to come into a full unsupported shoulder stand, actually maybe first arms to the sides of the head. That's doable. Arms go up to the ceiling. And then hands onto the back. Bend your legs, knees high, feet down. Drop your feet, coming into your hip bridge. And if you want, that's good. Stretch out the legs and then release your hands again. So you know the other options. You can of course keep your legs bent and also keep the hands underneath your waist. Good. Deep breaths here. And then from here, nice and slowly, drop your buttocks onto the ground. Stretch the legs away from you. Do I have enough space? Yes, I do. Now, from here, raise yourself up onto your onto your forearms. Drop your head and look to the back. You can stay here, or you can drop the crown of the head onto the ground And raise the arms and raise your legs. Good, and let's make sure that our mouth stays closed. We'll keep breathing slow breaths in and out through the nose. Good, release. And slowly raise your head, come up to sit on your buttocks, flex your feet. We're going to inhale and raise the arms. We're going to interlock the hands and push the palms away from us. And on our next exhale, we're going to reach the arms to the front. Stretch out. Don't let yourself just drop. Stretch out. Keep your back straight. Keep the arms next to the ears. And slowly drop all the way down. And relax the hands here. So depending on where you are, you might feel like you want to have your hands really close to your lower legs, maybe knees. Maybe you want your hands next to your feet or even further forward. If you're super flexible, you might want to bring a block in front of your feet. Breathe deep breaths into your back. There's a lot of expansion there, a lot of our lung capacity is there at the back. And let's use every single part of the lungs. And if you want to inhale and then hold your breath for a little bit, go ahead. And exhale whenever you're ready, whenever feels good. And then slowly round your back, chin tucks under around the back as we come all the way up. We bring our left hand behind us and turn to the left. We bring our right hand behind us and just look to the ground. Good, now bhunamanasana is here, or you can drop the forehead to the ground, but don't raise that right butt cheek, it stays where it is. We come up and go over to the other side, right hand behind us. We twist and then bring that left hand onto the mat as well and drop down. Now stay here, we don't have to go any further. Good, left cheek, the butt cheek stays heavy as we come down, maybe not. And come back up. Good, one more time. Inhale, raise the arms. Now, peace fingers around, the other fingers go inwards. Peace fingers go forwards and maybe grab hold of the big toes. Drop the head, relax. Move the torso a little bit. And then from here, inhale, straighten the arms, straighten the torso. And exhale, fold back forwards. Release, round your back, and come all the way up to seated. Very nice. We take a deep breath in and raise our arms. We exhale, grab hold of the left wrist and reach it over to the right. Drop your head. Inhale, come back. Exhale, over towards the left side. Drop the head. And inhale, come back. Float the arms down. Roll your shoulders to the back and then slide the shoulders down. Drop your left ear to the left shoulder. And roll the head over towards the other side. Right ear to the right shoulder. And roll the head over towards the left again. From here, go further to a full circle. And a full circle the other way. Brilliant. And we're going to inhale and raise the arms and look up. And exhale, bring the hands to your heart center. We're done. Thank you for joining me. And have a lovely day, or evening, or morning, whatever it is for you. Bye.